You should see this in a notification.
Like up the stream, Dean. Like up the stream. One and like up the stream. Anthony, like up the stream. Please and thanks. Please down. One down. Oh, you must go about the bottom and part with the dumpling there. The dumpling come out of it. What are them? How do you know that pati have the good qualified? So, I'm sure. Hello? What's so special today? Today's special case. Thank you for coming to my live stream, my friend. Appreciate you coming by. What the first name? We're not hearing you.
Somebody from Turkey. Where's it? Denny? Denny's.
Denise. Good day, my friend Denise. Thank you for coming by to this live stream. Okay, I appreciate you coming by. Can you please give me a like, guys? Please give me a like. Give me a like. Okay, please, I'm asking you guys, give me a like. I am presently cooking up my Mother's Day dinner. Okay. So far, my calm down. Then what they look at them center. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you, SK, for coming by. Appreciate your support. Hold on. Take over the chicken with me. Don't want them to fry a inch more. No want them dry out. No want them.
Now I'm really up.
Want what?
I'm really up. Sorry, rock tea.
Just put them in a nice container, man. We never need more fat.
I don't want to soak roti. I need to get it.
Just shake all the iron. Okay, we need to cover it. I've just set on a pot here, guys. I'm going to be doing some pasta in that.
I'm ready to cover. That was awesome.
Okay, please put it bowl. Them look golden.
No,
But then they look golden.
no, I didn't burn, but in a gold. It looked like empty barbecue.
I hear you.
But the barbecue look.
Yeah. Alright, so, guys. The piece of meat here for SK. So SK meat fat. No. Yeah, they draw the fire over to you.
That's a far relative more to the left. See there? You know your fire there?
Jeez.
Dip your hand in it.
I don't know why you draw the thing go way over the stuff. I know I'm
Because
here.
I said I put them in the pan.
One piece, guys. So this piece, which is the thigh, that's the Denny's. The thigh here is the Denny's. This look like that one on the left side. So SK and Denny's meat in the pot already. See, Denny's gonna tell you now. No, man, go put in Simone on your now. Okay. Well, that man is we need to find another tie. Where is it? I should have another tie somewhere here. I'm not finding it. Why? Mm-hmm. Not tie, that's really good. Right. Okay. Goes down the base here. Okay, guys. Yeah. Just give more meat now. So, you know. Island on Friday, right?
You study? You go to the beginning of the Friday?
Bit, guys. No. Here's our chicken. Yeah. Eating. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Soft and tender. Yeah, soft and tender, guys. They're soft and tender. Not dry out. Not dried out. Soft and tender. No. Do not like to slice, guys. So, you know, I'm covering everything. Alright, so now, time to check. That was fresh. You know what, man? If you're trying to cook my food, it's still fresh. Why? Nah, you know, you get fresh and stuff. Turn those one down.
Ay,
So guys, now I am going to move to the next phase of my cooking. Pasteurize bagay sa dimyang banda. Di ba yung excited? Nawali ko para stand here. Here. Din, kata wang luya wang. Wang cakap saya. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah man, special key, big up yourself. Yes, yeah, well, talk to me. Yeah, talk to me then. When you turn already, do it.
Yeah.
Let them out, Vanda. Eh? Then another side. Which one? Which one? The breast or the side? Alright, alright. Why you say you would like in a fried? Give me the info.
Because the skin are peel off, you can see white and light.
Okay.
So it looks like it skins it up.
It's, yo, the skin tear off and like white, you say?
Yeah, it doesn't look soggy. Like red.
Put it back in that pot then. Put back the tray then then.
Oh, no, then feel perfectly fine. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Put back the tray then. Put that by the side then with your also. Make sure them they will bend down in the eye. They not cut up on the flat side in the nose. Let me 5 or 6 more minutes. I look like the president, and get that far. Moment there, let me say that can take them.
Yeah, my feet not really good.
You know, let us get that far. Sink it in them. And slide up, done. Do stop. Want fry more.
Oh, okay.
So guys, thank you for coming to this live stream. Thank you for being here with me. other one stopped. Don't know why. So we're here still. Um, saw a few live this morning, and I am here doing my own streaming. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for coming. Always in the background, I'm saying, big up yourself. Thank you for making it the blind visionary Dean White. You know, appreciate your support, guys. Ah, wow, go on, Sean. Everything good? Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday today, sir. And if your mom is still alive, I hope you're making sure that she has a wonderful Mother's Day today, Sean. King Godo, appreciate you coming, General. Thank you for coming to this. The what?
No kitchen.
Yeah, yes, General, yeah, man. So things there, man, look sharp, don't. So we have to make it look. Eh? Special case of what? It's you she talking. Special K, yeah, me already said to ask, how are
It's a
you?
Papa D.
Okay, okay, alright. Special K, I am doing fine. Doing fine so far, you know. I am I am cooking up some food here, you know. I made some guava juice already. Guava with lemon, lime juice already. And now I am presently dealing with the gravy maker already, brown stew chicken gravy, coconut milk. Now I'm french frying the chicken also, and I am preparing the rice and peas, and doing a bit of pasta with mixed vegetable. I should be thinking about presently. So let me check my pasta if they are.
Yo, ano yung buwan ni Bar? Bar ni yan.
But I think we see Anthony this morning. I think like it.
Ano ba? You sure? Buwan tama na. Buwan mo na. Ano po? Ini, o tapi itu mo ako. Ina na ba? Maro tapi itu mo. Ano ba ito masa niya? Ini isa siya ko mako. Ako yung po sa kanya sa wala mo. Ano yung kaya ng wala?
Oh,
Yung kaya mo. Is to make things really just be good. And it didn't really shoot at us here. Kailangan confidence sila siya doon. Yung satisfaction na feeling, hindi ko feel na siya, pinahit na yun. Kasi good na. Yeah, if PS3, oh, then na next one. If PS2 one day out, I say feel good.
I'm dropping out and say, shoo!
Diba? I'm not even this.
And you just say, no, me. I feel good when it dropping out and say, shoo!
Yeah, we were there. Get ready. Oh my God. What? But I'm not for you.
Panda, I'm turning chicken. I don't want to turn and come out time. I don't want them to dry out.
We lose our job. When play, son, when play, PS2. Biayain mana dah, mana just in very kaya tahu. Apa lagi tinggal lagi? Put in meat, I done. Oh, done?
No.
So put in like this.
Oh, yeah,
okay. So
Yeah.
just about this. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
man. We can deal with
I
it.
see. The man, we think say just put them in, just drop into the man where floor them on this. The floor the partner right, huh?
I wish slower than that, man. Slower the difference from the dry one, you know?
So you get him to touch back out in there. No worry, sir. Don't worry, brother. Boy, see maybe kick on foot when you drive. Kick me and kick him out. Kick on foot when you man ready to drive. See man? I run guy. Kick me and kick him out. I don't know. Thinking actually got broke me and broke him. Come on, man. I broke him. I keep just in that. Nada, eh. Keep that John bro. I'm here to call game that's money.
And you broke on your foot and plan to go and help your brother.
Wonderful blood.
Hmm? I like it red. I like it red. Cool and cool. Drive a pot again. Yo.
Now we reach over a corner. I'll not take over that. I'll pull it to my side. Wait for the Africa. I'm coming on to about 3 minutes in the kitchen. We'll turn around.
Come here, Vanda. Come fix them here, because I don't put them for one another, I know. Come like one of them gone from here. The other two stay out and the one get on from. No, man. You can't fit on time. Wait, wait. That is some. Straight in the hand. Alright, so now you get in the rice and no. Then you can come.
Una parte del buon casa festa. What? Leave your trash, kid. Oh, cook on the ground, isn't it? So not even gonna say me a cook for you. Make the bones, make the bones. Because every mostly
Um, no. Yo. Used to that by now. Vegetable there. That sounds strange to you. That sounds like something that you used to. That sounds like something that you used to. People them put together, man. This is white here, you know. White here different. We have a million in the background and 5 in the chat and 5 down somewhere. Mm-hmm.
so yeah, that's what I said here, man.
Ben.
Nothing new, nothing strange. YT platform is the same. Let them know we don't play the game. YT is the place where people reign. They are on today and off tomorrow. They are with you now. And tomorrow it's a road. They're enemies. And today they are friends. But to tell you the truth, life goes on its own hand. Let me tell you everything. I am giving you the brand, letting you know that it is not weekend. We're the kings of kings, and we're the kings of men. Our Lord is Lord. So we don't fear none of them. Let me tell you this straight. I will have no fear. That no matter how much I fear, no one comes near. They're wondering why I can't disappear. It's because I'm seen the blind visioneer. Let me tell you something. You should care what you should know. So I will make it clear. I am watching up the plates because I know it's fair. Clean up back the kitchen. Why they don't avoid me right now? I am the one who's here. The basement is down. The heaven is straight. The Lord is my life, my salvation. That's why I am so bright. He's the one who tells me how to move. He tells me that I should just improve instead of myself so I can shock the world. The platform is for everyone, boys and girls. Let me tell you. test. It could be as high as you mountain on Mount Everest. I will never fail, never stop, because I am so blessed. The Lord is my life. He's my salvation. I have only boys. They are hard king's man. That's better, this straight. The straight understand. The Lord makes me great, so I am mine. Anyway, on. I'm alone once more, and I have no fear, because my path is narrow, and the light is clear. So Lucifer is trying to give me my fear. He says, son, you can't make it. Don't go over there. When you want to serve God, he says, don't go there. My son, you can't make it. That way is not clear. That path is not for you. But I will say it clear. God is my life. Lucifer disappeared. Now let me tell you something that you should know. The Holy Spirit is the one who let us go. And when I tell you this, I am speaking clear. The Lord is my mind. So I just have no fear. Anything, telling the truth. Ivana, I think these should be ready to check them out. Because I don't want it to burn. Oi, oi. Broke me and broke it. Guys, I'm in the kitchen. Cooking rice and beef and chicken. Pasta and all. Because we love fried chicken. That is straight. It is finger licking. And then the one. Your love chicken is tripping. Chicken is Hold on, look.
Come along, yes, they're frying. Come along with cake. Blowing the plug to the
fish on the shore reach far and then it can just stop. Yellow. Yeah, man, there. Thank you, Simone. Been here. Oh, yes, I am almost finished cooking, my friend. So the rice and peas is on the way. Okay, so now okay. Rice is steaming like wow. Let's do that. Come on from this London. Nothing. Paper gone.
Nothing. Yeah, paper there.
No, this one is
You can get some of these houses.
when you hear the water shaking, I can know say either mixed vegetable or something like broad bean. Well, wonder what should the verdict be. Yo, the chicken smell nice. So, Them that, you know, Van Damme. Oh, hold on. Give me two more time. But there's sound. Them that, you know, Van Damme.
And then this already.
Yeah, man, that's right.
Alright.
That's right.
Right.
So leave them, they're not gonna burn. Now smell the real fried chicken style. Hmm? What are them doing on the eye, right? And fry them, man. And a little piece of leg something in there, take it open. Yeah.
Burn. Burn. Burn.
Let's get one of this. Aye. See? You guess it right. Rasta guess it right, you. See?
I'm so strong.
One guess.
But you could have guessed that.
Everybody could have guessed one.
See, I mix vegetable.
Two of them, man. You could guess.
I want a flour.
Yeah, I don't guess it. I mean, you wouldn't guess it.
Big man. Cheer. Oh, Marchu. That's a really fun round of applause.
Dinner time. Yippee! Right, supposed to do this. Although I'm gonna get this scent when we forget it. You get that smell that we know say, yeah? It's cooked. I know if the steamer escape out of the pot, I'm gonna get this scent. Alright, I'm going to check it. Let me see. I don't feel like it. Ui. Feel like it, eh? Very good. Smell it. Barbet seed it does. Steam some more. So guys, my rice is still steaming. Okay, it can be eaten, but I need it to get a bit softer, or I need it to get.
You know what?
Mhm. So, thank you for being here with me, guys. Thank you for supporting me on this live stream. I was on an internet. Well, as a matter of fact, I don't know what happened, but the phone was saying reconnect, and didn't reconnect, so we have started another stream. And that one is doing fine, I think. The stream they alright? One down?
Yeah, two people.
Okay. It's doing fine, I think, guys. And now I am almost finished cooking. So SK, two persons are
Yeah, see, yeah, sure.
okay. So guys, I will finish cooking. I will finish my cooking shortly. Okay. Juice is made. Everything is like already done. So you know. Mhm. It's almost time. Rice is steaming. It's steaming a bit more. Vegetables made, the juice is made, the gravy and the is made, fried chicken is done there, and everything is on the switch. Mhm. So pasta is made, which is what we're using as the vegetable guys. Okay, today I must say to all wonderful, nice, and beautiful mothers out there, have a wonderful day. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Okay, ladies, big up on yourself. All of the mother them who have 1, 2, 3, 10, 15 children, 17, 18, 19 children, big up on yourself. Okay, guys. Also, to the grandmothers who has to assume the role of mother due to the fact that one parent or both might have passed away. Big up yourself, grandma, because you're still a mother right now. So I am hoping that you consider yourself to be a mother today to those little ones that you are raising, growing, and what we would say instructing in the way they should grow. So big up yourself, grandmother, also for the adopted mothers. You know, you have some ladies out there who just love children and they might not be able to have any of their own. So they go ahead and adopt or maybe look next door and take one little picture from over there and say, yes, this is my boy or my girl, and then take care of that child. Big up yourself, same way, you know, because you did not have to do it. So you are still a loving mother who is trying her best to make sure that at least one child benefit from what she has to offer, which is her love, her financial obligation, and caring for someone. So big up on yourself. To all the mothers who are out there today, out on the street, who is having what we call dinner at a venue or at the beach, are all the mothers who are receiving gifts, and the gifts that they are receiving are like jet planes and cars and money, millions and so on. Big up on yourself, same way. I am glad that you are a mother who is able to receive that. Okay? Blessings, same way to you, mother. Blessings to you. Okay, big up yourself, Goga. I don't know. Sunday service was very nice today. You had a very interesting lady from Illinois. I think she said she was from. I like how she speaks very fluently and she sounds like a very intelligent person who will talk the whole day. I thought you guys said, okay. I thought you guys said that. Eh?
Yeah, I'm ready there.
Okay, okay. I thought you guys said that I was the one who could talk. That lady seems like she could talk for hours. days, you know. Appreciate big arrow, big arrow, big arrow. Love the way that she articulates herself, how she comes across, and she's as clear as a whistle. Thanks for being that way, miss. Okay. Big up yourself, Misha. From morning, next year, run and yeah, do your thing. Okay, right. And I saw or hear Misha this morning, and she's explaining that pigeon Frida shine, and she has Lily cheer out there. And yesterday she told me that her son had a bench or something out on the patio and so on. And she was coming Lily here on a bicycle. Then it reached a stage where Lily started keeping a gospel concert. So listen, guys, everything is everything. Blessings be to you, Misha. Bless and vibes with Lily. Big up yourself. I am just sorry about the fact that our channel is not operational at the moment. I thought still Misha was watching videos and stuff on her channel. But big up on herself same way. Lily and Misha, bless up. Now for the what we would call the die-hearted supporter and sweet girl Simone TV, Anna K. Thompson. Big up yourself in every sense of the word. You have been a great supporter. You have been someone who, no matter what, you are always standing by. You're always around. Right now, I know that you are at least at 11 something or 12 o'clock where you are, but yet still you're still here with me on this live stream. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you for being such a joy. Thank you for being such a supporter. And I must say, Simone, for someone who has not, was not on the scene in such a way that she was doing live from, she had her 100 subscriber. You are doing very well, my friend. Okay, you have made live stream look so easy, and you have angled it so elegantly, my friend. It is not funny. Continue to do what you're doing. Continue. Don't ever let anyone cramp your style, my friend, or try to put you in a box. Okay? Do not allow them to. Just do what you need to do. Continue to do what you need to do. Okay? I was watching your live with Reds, a part of it. Okay, with Reds, and I must say, Red Room, big up yourself, same way. Okay, big up yourself. All right. So you see, that's how things is. Now, MN, thank you, my friend. MN, large up yourself, big up. SK, large up yourself, big up at all times. Where the girl name, the first girl with the come on, um, Sean, what's she name? Oh, big up yourself, Sean. What go on, man? Me can't figure Sean. We are talking about Sean A. Up. You don't know me, General. Up. When you say Reds, you have to remember say Sean did it too, you don't know. Um, Rowe. Angela Rowe. Big up yourself. Angela Rowe? That was her name? Me? No, man. The first person that was on with me, her name was Rowe. Oh, maybe at the first at the other live then. Big up yourself, okay? Angela Lewis over on the east side, large up yourself. See the bumper, large up yourself. Classic, stay classic as usual, large up yourself, my friend. I hope you are having a wonderful Mother's Day today, you know. Um, Well, my girl, the name Honey B, large up yourself. Rosie Gem, large up yourself. You guys, I know that persons like Rosie, she not really the home right now. Rosie the out on the town. You know, children carrying out Rosie, making sure so Rosie enjoy her Mother's Day today. See, and Rosie Mother's Day now done 12 a.m. No, it will continue down to Monday morning. You understand? So large up yourself, guys. Bless life journey. Appreciate you at all times. Material, I feel appreciate you. You know? But most of all, may I look on the big up way. God's child. God's child, you are a blessing. Thank you for being the way you are, my friend. Thank you for always having two sides to yourself. Okay. So God's child, large of yourself, Auntie Anna, large of yourself. You don't know. Stay nice, stay mellow, stay relaxed and bevel, guys. You know? Life with Nadine and family, you know the house right now, just go and stay easy. I will be closing the live shortly so I can touch base and find out if everything is okay and you are making sure that everything that you're supposed to be getting presently you're getting it. So I will call you shortly. Okay. Miss D, Misha, thank you for that sneak peek at Miss B yesterday. I must say, yesterday was a joy for me in more than one ways, and I will tell you why. I went out the house and I walked to the plaza by myself to pick up a few items and so on. And when I came back, you know, the device was running, Misha was live, and I heard a gentleman voice along with Misha, but then I heard someone else speaking, and I was wondering who is that, but I know it wasn't Roxanne, you know, because Roxanne is a person where she not speak so fast, you know, so I stop and start listening out till me hear Misha say Miss B, you know, and based on what I heard, Miss B was very attractive looking, even though she might not have all the hair on her head presently, but she was looking very good and she was sounding great and she was up and about. And I must say, that makes me so glad that our Lord still listens to prayer, guys. You know, I know that some persons might not believe it, but a lot of prayers went out for Miss B, and the Lord has been answering them, and He has answered them, and He's continuing to answer them. And I just say, thank God for all that He's doing, and what He's about to do, and what He's going to do. Big up yourself, Miss B. Okay. Um, Big up the gentleman in a blessed life journey video. To tell you the truth, I'm tired for watch the videos them and majority of the time, let me tell you now. The gentleman you see him on, you might see him foot, you might maybe see him head but him have on something, but at the same time, that gentleman has always been a humble person, cooking his meals, and there's something I always observe about that gentleman. He makes sure that everything that he's cooking, right, is beneficial to the body, and is more like based on what he cooks and how he cooks, he's more like a Rastafarian, you know. But I observe that that gentleman don't eat much. Guys, him don't eat much. That man is cooking and he cook 5 dumpling and he cook 3 pieces of yam and 3 banana. And after him done cook all of that, let me tell you, the man take out 2 dumpling out of the pot, 2 pieces of yam or 1 piece of yam out of the pot, and him take out 2 finger of banana and him share, and that is that, and him eat and hear him say, him leaving the rest of the food in the pot for who pass by. No, let me tell you, me not understand, him eat little bit bad. You understand me? But at the same time, big him up, big him up, big him up, big him up. You know, um, Blessed Life Journey is always that person who is humble and always ready to teach. That's what I really like and love about Blessed Life Journey. She has patience, and there's no problem you can answer, and she's not going to be willing to sit down with you or maybe easy and say, all right, let me tell you what you do. Go to YouTube studio, then click on so and click, and that is how she is, you know. Um, I will continue saying large up and big up to Simone because Simone is that person where guys she has her husband, her children, and she has a special little girl there. And let me tell you, even though persons might talk about having challenges, I believe that that little girl is going to be one of the most brilliant little girl anybody has ever seen. And I have observed a lady and Boga Sunday service last week it was, and she also had a child that has special needs, and the way all that lady, that mother deal with her daughter, it moves me in such a way that I believe that you know I wish that all mothers could be like this. When I listen to Simone and her daughter interacting, I wish that mothers could really be like this, very patient with their children, even though they have an issue. Hold on, the rice is cooked. Smell the rice is cooked. Cook, 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 cook. It cooked. It's not burned. The scent that I just got, it's fully steamed. Right, that's the scent I was waiting for. Right, and it's brown rice. So when you reach that stage, it is fully steamed. Now, guys, I finished cooking. So my live will be closed shortly. But as I was saying, Simone has a daughter, and the way how she has patience and deal with her child, understand and see that these are mothers that not only love their children but know that they have a child who needs special attention, a child who needs 90% of them or 100% of them, and they are not afraid, you understand me, to put in that 100% and take care of their child in the best way that they want to, or the child should be treated. I must say, listen, me guys, I can speak from a child's point of view, I can speak from a son's point of view, I can speak from a father's point of view when I say there are some mothers out there that really and truly they should not be mothers, right? And it's not a lie, it is facts. You and I know it is facts. There are persons out there really and truly, sometimes you wonder why they have children. But there are some out there who, when you see the way they interact with their child, as a man, you say, boy, she me want to bring forth my youth then. As she would have want to have my son or my daughter. You get what I say? Because you respect the way how she deal with her children and how she operate. Now, I must tell you that some of us as parents at times we might speak harshly or very loudly to our children, but we know that it means nothing. We just speak that way to let them know that we are disappointed with the way they are behaving, what they are doing, and we want them to change. And if we have to speak loudly for them to get the message that they should do something to make sure that we are proud of them, to make us feel comfortable, then that is what we are going to do. You have to understand, guys, the Lord has a way and a method of reaching every man, woman, and child. And just as how the Lord is able to reach us, we are supposed to be able to reach our children. You understand? They are our children. We are the ones who birth them, grow them, lie down with them. We are the ones who sit down and nurse them when they have their fever and their cold, when they get the immunization, took and all of this. We are the ones who they cry and so we knows them best. You understand me? So we are able to, what we would say, empathize with them. We are able to comfort them. We are able to let them know that we understand what they are going through. So listen, guys, you know, some children that I observe, I love the way how they treat their parents. Okay? Yes. And when I say treat their parents, there are children out there whom no matter what, their parents is never third place. Their parents is always second place. No, understand what do I mean by second place? All right. God is first, and their mother and father come second. Then man come third. And if you take a stock, so the man come third, and then after the man come third, the woman have a child, then the man becomes fourth while the child come third. That is how I see some mothers treat and handle their relationship. Cares, big up yourself, Cares. Cares is one of those mothers who, let me tell you, she take care of those boys as if they were the only child that she can ever have, I ever plan to have. She worries about them more than herself, and that is something that I know about as a fact. And let me tell you something, what I love about Curse. Nothing is too expensive for her boys. Not care what them want, or once them ask sweet, when she says she not have the money right now, but she gonna try see what she can do. She has it on her mind, and she's making sure that she get her boys whatsoever they need or whatsoever they ask for. And let me tell you, as a mother who is working at home, taking care of her children, she still find times to make her children lunch, get them to the bus, doing her work, pick them up, help them say straighten up them room, help them to do them cooking, help them to do them homework, all of these things, and at the same time she's holding down her job. So let me tell you people, understand, I respect, I respect, and what I would say, big up the mothers out there who are really mothers. They are career woman out there. You have some persons who are career woman who has a child and they have the child and within 3 months time they are back at work and they're here taking care of that child or a helper taking care of that child. And they're on the road, they're on tour, they're overseas, they're all over the whole place and for maybe 1 year, 2 year, they don't know what stage of life the child is. The child even now called different person mama. I know that because of Korea at times, those mothers have decided that listen, I need to put my career in front and my child can be taken care of because I need to take care of my financial responsibility. And let me tell you, at times it is because the males do not step up to the plate, while the females have to think and operate this way. But other times the female just decides, in and no with no man. I tell them how to live, how to do this, what to do, or to share anything with nobody. So they want to be their own career woman, their own boss, and all of that. And they want to make sure say they are calling the shots. Nothing is wrong with that. But at the same time, guys, please remember where children are concerned, they need individuality. They need love. Children need to know that their mother is around, their father is around. They can run inside their parents' room and jump into their parents' bed. You understand? Them can come wake you up. Them can come cuddle up under your sheet with you. And when you turn around, you hug them up. And then them drop asleep with you same way. Children like these things, guys. You understand me? So when a child is left to grow with maybe an helper or something, that child is lacking a lot of what is called what we would say tenderness, tender loving care. A lot of tender loving care is not there. I know that sometimes you might buy the drone and you might buy the house and the dog, puppy and the cat and the rabbit and all of that, but at the same time, that still cannot replace your presence as a mother. You know, that child will never love that puppy or that dog or anything more than and that rabbit or any cat more than how they love their parents. Let me tell you that that child is going to be a child who wants to, if it's even to jump on mommy back, you know, or got mommy foot. You ever observe as a mother, sometimes you're leaving for work and the child that you have, before you even go through the door, the child is crying. You take the child to school and you cannot leave the school. You have to sit down in the classroom with that child until the teacher start teach and whatever, and then you take time screeching from the front bench till you reach the second row. And then when time the teacher go on and the rest of it, them a come in and interact, you start screeching till you reach the third row. Then you reach way down at the back and you screech it till you reach through the door. And then when you look at screech it through, you reach through the school gate to head for your yard because guess what, if you not do it, so you never left school for the day. That is how children love their parents. Let me tell you that I know that firsthand. You know, as a father who has been playing the role, I cannot fill the shoes of a mother, but I realize and must tell you that I have had to play both roles on many occasions. And let me tell you something. I remember one time while going to kindergarten or primary school, my one of my boys wasn't feeling well, but he knew him say nah feel well. True me know say I pity them and maybe they don't want to go school. They not to pay any mind. And that day I took him to school and everything, and about 2 hours after taking him to school I was called. And when I go back home to school, he was he messed up himself, and it was so bad that it reached down in his pants and got down to his shoes and all of that. And I remember when I read for him, there was no anger in me. There was no what I would say resentment or regret. All I could do was say, come and hug him up. I remember hugging him in front of the entire class. And you know why I did that? I find myself hugging him because I realized that because that happened to him in school, the other children might be looking at him and maybe calling him names or maybe teasing him about it or something, even though it just happened to him and what have you. And when I look at the expression on his face, he was really sad that it happened. And I had to find some way to cheer him up. And I remember I had to hug him. And when I hugged him, he said, come. And me and him walk come straight round. And I took him into the bathroom, take off every piece of clothes, and I washed out the dude out of them. I remember washing them and beating them. And I remember after that, I had to get him some medication because he had diarrhea. But when I saw his face when I went to the school, I must tell you that all I could feel was just love for the child. Even though that happened to him, I didn't feel angry in no way, and it shocked me in my spirit. Yes, because I sat down after a while and I wondered to myself, how is it that, that happened and I didn't even feel angry or vexed or cut up? But I know that it's a child and things can happen to children. And let me tell you something. My boys were always boys who stopped wearing diapers very early. So while sending them to school, I didn't have to send them with diapers any at all. I send them with tissue. You understand me? Because they were always children that are potty trained. I had one that at about 11 months, he was getting up, climbing up, turning out the light and going to urinate and come back. You understand me? Not within the bed. You know, even from he was about 11 months and baby staggered in tear off his pampers. So when I look at all these growing and these living and this bringing up that we and the time that we spend with our children, you understand me? At times I wish and I am just sorry that the children that have become teenagers or adults nowadays that are acting up and behaving as if they grew themselves, they would just know what we as parents went through with them. you know, or when they were born and them have head cold and the cold stuff them up and every minute we have to be putting our mouth and their nose to draw out cold. We have to be buying medication and making sure them get it on time. You know, when they open their mouth to cry, we have to make sure we feed them and then rub them back and burp them and then we make sure say after we burp them, we bathe them, we carry them go out in the sun, to make them get little sun we can. Sometimes I wish these children would just know and see these things and understand where they are coming from. But guys, as mothers, you have played a great role. A lot of you have played a great role. And I must say, thanks for being the type of mother you always are. I am here and I am not going to say I can say the best about my mother before a certain age. But I found my mother being a God fearing person after a while. And she did very well raising 3 or 4 children. Two right now, that is alive. 3 of us is alive, but I did not grow with her, from beginning and so on, because I was removed, from her care based on treatment, you know. No, my sister and my little brother, they grew up with her and they can tell you that she is the best mother to them. You understand me? And they would move mountains for her while she was alive. Okay. And I must say, really and truly, guys, these days, when it reached this time of the year, I always miss her very much. I always miss her very much, and I miss her, and every time I remember her, I feel very, 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 very sorrowful. Also because of her husband, and the reason why that is the case is because when she was killed, her husband decided to die with her. You understand me? He did not run, he did not back, you know. He confronted the assailants, you know. Really and truly, when we reach the comfortable stage, we really reason with you guys about certain things, I will do it. But it's not there yet. It's not there as yet, guys. It's not there as yet. You get what I'm saying? So, on a level, I remember her when it comes to this time, and most of all, I remember the goodness of that man. You know, the Lord says the best thing a man can do for another man is to give up his life for another. The best thing you can do for your brother or sister is to give up your life for them. And that man gave up his life for his wife. I realize that a lot of persons will not do it if they had the choice. Well, one red room, big up yourself, my general. Thank you for coming by. Don't know, large up, you know, there, man. No, you have some persons, they will never sacrifice themselves for their wife, or their mother, or their father, or their brother or sister. They only think about themselves as number one. You understand me? But I always look at the okay, yeah, me general. But I always look at the fact that when the Lord speaks about the greatest love I want to show, if you should be in a position where you have to give up your life for your brother or brethren or your sister, it's an automatic event bound in a brother or sister. You automatically give up your life for someone and you are saved. You did what the Lord considered to be righteous. You know? So sometimes when I look on it and see, things happening, a husband run left the wife and wife run down left the husband, or husband, wife threw husband under the bus and all these things. Sometimes I said to myself, really and truly, people need to know that this is not the way how it should be. When we were getting married and the pastor said, for better or worse, till death do us part, persons forget that it says better or worse, then drop out the worse outside. Some people say better and better. You understand me? Or them go say better and richer. But let me tell you guys, really on a level, respect to the mothers who are real mothers. And when I say real mothers, their children can sit down. And when their children sit down, if today that child is not able to do something special for the mother, that child is feeling so bad in himself that he's telling himself that by Next month, he must do something special, or that will never happen to his mother again while he is still alive. You understand? So let me tell you guys, at times, as children, excuse me, we want to do a whole heap of things, you know, financially, for express we love, for show our mothers are the mothers how much we care, and we think to ourselves that listen, we have to do it in monetary gains. We have to do it financially, because if we don't do it financially, it's not going to demonstrate the love that we have for them as mothers. But children, let me tell you something. If you are listening, and when I say children, I mean like teenagers and young men and women, and understand this. Sometimes just approaching your mom and giving your mom a little rose is a blessing. It gives her so much joy, guys. You don't even understand. Sometimes just looking after a proper breakfast by yourself, which means you as the child get up, even though you can't cook, even though you're not even can boil egg, you get up and you decide, say, today my mother's day, I'm going to make sure say my mother stay in her bed today. I'm going to look about this she eat as her dinner. I'm going to look about this for her breakfast. That mother feels so special to know that she can stay off her feet for just the one day because her child took it upon themselves to make sure that she rest up and enjoy the day. You understand? It doesn't have to be this big lavish thing where everybody carry out their mother go restaurant and then spend $25,000 for one food, and then spend $20,000 on the vehicle, and it don't have to be that way, guys. It don't have to be. Sometimes the small things, boys and girls, matters to parents. The little that you can do, it matters. And let me tell you something, guys. For you guys who have the wives or the woman who has the children and the children are young, they don't earn any money. They don't even know what Mother's Day is about. Guys, remember that you have to fill the role for the child presently, until that child reach a stage where that child can fill the role for his or herself. So please remember that you are supposed to pamper the wife today, because that wife gave you your kings and your queens. Even though they are not old enough to purchase anything, you can sometimes give them the money also, so that they can go and buy something for the mother. You understand me? Or you take them with you to the store, and you and them pick out a nice gift and you wrap it and you give them it and hide it. Or you hide it off and making of the morning, this morning, when mommy wake up, mommy say pick me wake her up and I hand her one gift on the bed. It is not really a situation where we all have to be rich to take care of our mothers, or to show the mothers that we love them, that we appreciate them, that we wish them joy, we wish them happiness, and we wish them more life, guys. You understand me? It doesn't have to be um, a lot of money we are taking up and spending, because some of it don't have it. And today is Sunday. And as Mother's Day is Sunday today, tomorrow morning you're on back to school. You understand me? So sometimes you have to make do with the little that you have. So guys, be creative. Even I come and chart it if a little child who is a 9-year-old or a 8-year-old or a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old can afford, I come and milk chart it and give the mother as a gift and say Happy Mother's Day. That mother would appreciate it. Even few apples, few oranges or something, the mother will really appreciate it. Because guess what happened? It's not really what you give, it's the thought. And every time Mother's Day come around, she's going to remember that last year her daughter or her son gave her this for Mother's Day. You understand? And that is what counts. The fact that you have it in your head and you thought that, listen, I did receive something for my Mother's Day present from my child. So, little ones, you know, dads, please remember, let the mothers feel special today. Let them enjoy their day. I was on a stream with wifey yesterday and I was playing devil's advocate, asking why is it that the Mother's Day is so important and so on, but the Father Day is not as impressive as the Mother's Day because we don't they don't remember the fathers at times. But let me tell you, that don't mean that I have any problem with the mothers. The mothers deserve what they are supposed to get. You understand me? I don't have a problem. I am just saying, guys, really and truly, we need, just as how the Mother's Day is emphasized and is made special, we need at least 50 or 60% of that same interest where the Father's Day is concerned. That's all I am saying. Okay? I am not saying that mothers don't deserve what is happening. No, you do. You do, mothers. Okay? You do deserve the love, the financial spending that is done on you on this day. You do deserve it. You know, some mothers, their child make a song for them on this day and sing that song for you as a mother, and that may be all they are able to do. Appreciate it, mothers. Please appreciate it. Let the child know that you are grateful that they were willing, you know, to sit down and put pen to paper or words to meditation and come up with such a song that you can hear that is dedicated to you as a mother. You know? So guys, please make every effort to make today a blessed Mother's Day for the ladies. Okay? Make today a blessed Mother's Day. And I am sorry for the young ladies or the old ladies who do not have any children because it's not your time as yet, or maybe there's an issue where you are unable to have a child. But please do not feel left out or feel any different today. You are still, yes, good day. Yeah, yes, Reds, I see you something man different today. You are still a wonderful and beautiful woman. You know, they are things that cause, let me tell you, ladies, I am a person who read my Bible and study the word on a timely basis and listen. Because you do not have a child means that you cannot have a child. You might take a while to have a child, ladies, and that is because maybe you have not found the right partner as yet, or maybe the Lord is not ready for you to bring forth that child yet. Bear in mind, Abraham and his wife Sarah were very old before the child that they have came about. Remember that Sarah even go as far as gave her slave, right, to Abraham. So understand, look at Anna, Samuel's mother. She didn't have a child, and they used to jeer and mock her. And she went to the temple and she continued to pray and she prayed and she prayed. And she asked the Lord for a child. And she made a promise to the Lord that if you give me this child, I will dedicate him back to you. And what happened? The Lord opened her womb and gave her that child. And when she fulfilled her promise, the Lord gave her more children. Okay, guys, sometimes it's just that it's not your turn, or sometimes you're just not going to have any, but that does not mean that you cannot be a loving parent to a child. That does not mean that you cannot treat someone with love and respect. Listen, I have been lucky enough to live on the street and have persons take me in as their child. Okay, guys, take me in as their child, right? They never had a birth paper for me or anything, but they send me to school, right? They tell everybody that I am their child, even though they tell the person where I came from and so on, but they did demonstrate a sense of love and interest in a boy who is just a street boy when they don't know nothing about. And when I say they don't know nothing about me, if I tell them this is what my name is, that is what they know about me. They know nothing else. You understand me? But they were willing to trust. You understand me? And trust the Lord to take me into their home and say that, listen, you are living with me. I have been blessed in that way because it has happened to me twice. You know, two ladies. You understand me? That happened to me twice. Okay? On a level, let me tell you this, guys. When it happened, you see, as a youth, growing up, and persons show you love more than you see because we just cool and we are tough. We don't understand what is being shown or what we are receiving. Because one lady that lived down in a part of downtown we call South, she took me in and decided that I should live with her as her child. And when she took me to South, I was there. She had a very nice house, apartment, what have you, very well furnished and all of that. But at the time, I was about 10. And would you believe me, guys, that I was there for not even an entire day. And the first thing came into my mind was to take up the woman chain and left and go back on the day so needed. And I did just that. And she came to me and she said, well, why you do that? Why you leave? And what have you, what have you? And as a youth, I feel bad about the fact that me even take up her chain because guess what? She never have to invite me in her house. And I hand her back the chain. You know, but right away me I realize say, listen, them something are right. And I feel it in my spirit at the time because right away she was someone that was showing me love. And all I did was I show her disrespect. And I caused her, if she was thinking about doing it for another child, she might have told herself that, me nah, go do it again. The one time I try, see what the little boy do. So when I speak to you guys, I am speaking from example. I am experience, I am saying experience. And because I am speaking from experience, I am able to tell you that at times, you see these little young ones whom you are trying to extend love and show love to. Sometimes we just not understand not what you are trying to get across to we as children. May I tell you that on a level, ladies, gentlemen, understand. Sometimes we don't understand what is being shared, what is being offered and issued to us. Sometimes we just don't understand what it is. You understand me? And to we, what we think is important as a child growing up, it is not what is important to you as an adult. So when you would be saying to yourself that you need to make sure that we have food and we have clothes and the bill is paid and all of that. We are saying that we need to go a show, we need to go a theater, we need to go a beach, we need to go a river. That's all in our head. Some of we not even want to go to school. So really and truly, ladies, gentlemen, when you meet these children, even if you are unable to have a child and you can be a blessing to one, be a blessing to them, but also be a person that is very understanding and be forgiven, right? And give second chance, right? And I am going to tell you why I said give second chance. I felt so ashamed when I saw back that lady that offered me, that extended her hand and said, "Come live with me," after taking her chain and leave. I felt so ashamed that before she even asked me where the chain was, I went for it and carried it and give her. And when I was going for it, they thought to themselves, "I run, me ever run." And I didn't even pay that in mind. But just go pick it up when I get that and carry it from here. No fuss. No fuss. Because I really felt ashamed. So guys, understand. As a child, sometimes the brains are working such a way where it tell you say this important. You see people things and you tell yourself, say, boy, I have to take it up. You understand? You not even know where you take it up for. Because at the time, even though we take up our chain and leave that yard, I never have any intention of selling it or even me just see it and to everybody always that we a gold chain and see me just tell myself say yeah if you have gold chain. You understand me? Which is not right. You get what I'm saying? So when you look on it sometimes I say me not even see the reason. But at the same time, while I was there when I realized that I was left in that apartment by myself, I thought to myself, but this boring. And me and furniture there. When if me the day with a road would out there so with few party and would have there seaside a swimmer would have there out there so you know I look and that was the meds. You understand me guys? That was the meds. So please still continue to extend and show the children's love. Okay guys, continue to do that. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for staying with me throughout the entire day. And I said the entire day because I remember that early this morning about yeah.
Red said it's really heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking for a woman when she is unable to have a child. Children.
Yeah, I know Reds. Not like you, me know. It's really something that in a woman mind it makes you feel inferior compared to others. Because as a woman and you reach 38, 39, and you care where you try, she cannot have a child. And when you look, you see a 13-year-old or a 10-year-old or a 11-year-old just get pregnant so easy. You then I wonder to yourself, say, what wrong with you as a female? But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you, I said a while ago that maybe you just don't find the right person yet. And let me tell you why I said that. Sometimes as females, they have certain issues and they go to the doctor and the doctors made this diagnosis, said this and that, and you can't this and you can't that. So the doctors can look and say what they want. But who is the author of our children? It's God, If God wants you to have a child, no doctor can stop it. You understand me? I mean, know it is heartbreaking to know that sometimes you cannot have a child. But at the end of the day, still no pain and straight say someone is feeling the same way that you are feeling, ladies. You understand me? It's not you alone. You alone is not in that situation. And also, I was with a woman, and that woman didn't have any tie-off or anything. And I was with her for a period of time. And I care about her very much. And I thought to myself that, listen, I care what? Me I'm gonna do anything to get this brownie pregnant. And not care how much juice, Lego, not care how much ovulation cycle and what have you what, there was nothing happening. And there was a point when I started thinking to myself that my soldier them now swim. You understand me? I start tell myself, so hold on. Then low, the count low. Or the whole of them, you know, they there for some blank shot thing. See, and that was how I started feeling because I wanted a child from this woman and nothing was happening. We had great love making, any, you know, anyway, anytime, any oh, you understand me? Very good. Everything was there, but nothing where children was concerned. Okay? And I walked away from that relationship, right? And when I walked away from that relationship and get involved in this relationship where my wife is now, before we could even settle down good, pregnancy, you know? And I started to study the difference between both woman and the body. And I started observing some little difference where body temperature, even where the organs are concerned. And I started to sit back and go back in my brainstorm and check till I started doing some little studies in my doctor with them and realized that even where children is concerned, there is a lot of factors that happen in order to reach that stage of pregnancy. So you find out that temperature has to be right, you know, body chemistry, all of these things have to be happening. Plus the soldier them have to strong to make it on the journey because if them not strong and when them reach the egg, them can't fight them way in and stay out the door and dead off. It still no make no sense. You understand me? The soldier them have to willing to bore down the door and thump it down and go. You understand? So really and truly when we look on certain things, there's a lot of different factors. And sometimes not because a woman don't have a child as yet means that she cannot have one. You understand me? There are technology right now where persons are um, inserting sperms into egg in female uterus and all of that. So they are still hope for some persons. You know, so really and truly, guys, ladies, you don't have to feel left out or feel distressed in any way. Just know that one day, if you're not aged out, you might be able to take advantage of some of the technology that is happening. And let me tell you something. I have been watching something a while back, and there was a lady that was unable to get pregnant. Not care how much guys tried, wasn't. And the doctors, after they did their thing, they inserted sperms into egg, and they were of the view that they wanted one child and they want to get one child. And when she get pregnant, it was five or four child. I think a four. Something said was it three or four children she had. You understand me? And I thought to myself, so, nice to go that route there because when you go that route there, you expect one you get four or three, you know. But at the same time, guess what? She did get the children then. You understand me? So guys, really and truly, technology might be there to assist. And if there's no technology, you must see children out there that need some love. There must be a child here that need care that you are able to care for or cater for. Even if you are not the biological parent, you can be the adopted parent. You understand? So, guys, thank you for being with me today. Thank you for staying with me on this live stream. I appreciate your support, guys. Reds, big up yourself. Thank you for coming over here, sir. Sean, big up yourself. Continue seeing me in the general. Guys, I'm going to ask my son to close this live stream. I have finished cooking and everything is done. And I believe I and I have a whole little rest because guys have been up for a while, you know. This week was kind of, no, today is the beginning of a new week. Last week was kind of a very hectic and tough week for me because my goal last week was to make sure that this sink was finished. And it was finished and it is done and looking very great. So I had accomplished that. So guys, I'm not telling you a lie, I still feel tired seeing me. Still feel tired. But guess what happened? I have to make sure say Mother's Day thing sort out. You know, don't have any money, never had any money. Please give me a like, guys, before you leave. Please give me a like, right? Didn't have any money or anything. And me have to try and make the little way me have this, so me have to spin it a certain way, guys. So now watch no face. You have to understand, no for the time. We cannot go put it at where we can reach it, and we are going to work with where we can afford and where we have, and make sure say it come out great. Same way. You understand? And make sure people know say no care what. We might not reach so, but at the same time we can demonstrate and show love. Yeah, man. Now get some sleep, you. Now feel no way. Pick up yourself. Now get some sleep. Because really and truly, and then Red, just see me, means that you like this still, You see, when any member of my family in the house can't to sleep, So that is something where it's always a problem for me still, You understand me? When, for instance, like the boys them will live here with me, you see if one step on the road, for the time, if me even they drop asleep, the first thing when we wake up and say, him come in, when there. You understand me? So you see like how me know say my wife they on the road right now and I enjoy for herself and everything already. The only time I feel comfortable enough to go sleep and sleep properly is when she reach through the gate. You understand? But at the same time, me I go and rest myself so I can go and easy back and cool out. You see?
Red says sleep is hard for me, sometimes.
Yeah, man. Come, Anthony. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Come close this to me. Miss Ro, thank you. Thank you for coming by. Boy, I feel like I'm hungry too, brother. You hungry, Anthony?
Yeah,
Okay.
think come you one.